minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, howdy, motherfucking howdy do. Welcome to another edition, the second official edition of My Brother's Keeper. And the only brother that's on okay, I was about to put a nigga on blast until they just said they have technical difficulties. That's why I be telling niggas to jump in. What do I say every week, bro? Jump in 10, 15 minutes ahead of time so that you can work out all the kinks. And we just did that, bro. So
I just got mine figured out because, you know, I don't usually use the laptop. I usually use my phone. But I got my laptop with me because I said, okay, this time I'm going to be gone for a minute. So
yeah, I got all kinds of shit. I got all kind of shit set up around here now, bro. Like, I swear to God, I got one computer here. I got other computer here because, you know, I was having that problem. Like, I was like, my image was skipping and stuff. So I was like, let me try this other computer out and see how it works. Because I was, you know, I'm such a fan of my Mac. You know what I mean? I just love my Mac, but I had to jump on and try it this way.
My brother a Mac fan, but I just can't fuck with that Mac, man. It ain't that I can't. It's just so different from you know, your regular PC. You know, where your motherfucking taskbar at, how you get to it, how you find it. And
trust me.
I don't like, I was like, no, I'm cool. Not that I couldn't have did it. I just didn't want to.
And I'm so fucked up with it now, G. Like, when I had to switch back over to PC,
fuck you
shit. Man, G, I've been, that don't work, that. Because I'm used to over here, click, 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 click. But, yo, man, how you feeling today, man? It's hot as shit. Oh, shit.
Man, I'm down here in Southern Illinois, you know, checking on my old man. You know, I come down here 2 or 3 times a month. And, man, it's there near 100. It's 95 degrees, bro. I ain't moved. I left just a minute ago. Go check on my little brother and my nephew because he babysitting. I ain't got shit to do with that. My kid's grown. So let him learn his lesson because he ain't got none. So I've been doing it door dashing for them, getting the food and coming back. Other than that, it's too damn hot. Too damn hot.
We're going to get to this thing today. And we're going to talk about what a male likes and what a male dislikes as far as it relates to finding a woman. Now, this is the difference. I want us to have a conversation about when we were young bucks and what floated our boat. And now that we are well-seasoned pieces of meat out here, we got a different conversation going on. Why is Kimberly and them talking in the middle of our doing this? Like, so rude. They so damn rude. Like they're going to sit up here and ask me. Wait a minute. They're going to ask an hour the day of the show what the show is. You didn't think about that all week long. And then the day of the show when we get ready to go on air, I'm telling you, this is a male conspiracy, bro. I'm telling you, G, this is just because... Yeah, this is just because we're on our male shit, bro. And it's all right. We're going to cuss them out in just a little under 2 hours. They're going to get it. They're going to get it. Yep. They're going to get it. All right. So let me start off there with you, bro. When would you say, let me ask this in particular.
Okay.
How old were you when you, there is Mr. Eric popping on in. Hey, Blake. Turn your phone to the side so we can get up.
You see me?
Yeah, turn your phone to the side. There we go. There we go. That nigga.
Got me?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so this is what we're talking about on the show tonight. As being men, what are the differences that you look at yourself, not in what you are attracted to, but what are the differences in what you are attracted to now and what you feel that you need at this point in your life in a relationship as opposed to what you felt needed when you were a young buck? Come on, talk to me. Let's start off with my man, Big Note. Let's go.
Man, when I was a young stage, I didn't need much of shit. You know what I mean? Just like that, a check and box a yes or no, and that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even my first shot of ass till I was 17. So, you know, I wasn't looking for no relationships. So you didn't have to be my piece or shit like hang, wear my Letterman jacket or whatever, you know, woo-dee woo-woo, and don't make it look stupid. Me now, the biggest thing as a male right now, I tell you, you don't need much from a woman financially or anything like that. The only thing I would need from her as far as that aspect would be helping me manage my money, because I'm with that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I was paid, it's a wrap. Thing I want, I'm gonna get. I'm mad at that.
All right, I'm gonna ask you now, bro.
You gotta have that good, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Where before I think I didn't know how to ask for as far as like what I wanted. You know, I'm not.
What up, Nico?
I think more so like, you know, like you said, like somebody say that they like you or they were attracted to you or something like that. You know, they felt like, you know, that was enough. But right now in my life, what's important to me is somebody who knows who they are, knows what they want, a woman who's confident within herself. Because we all have insecurities. We all do. But someone who's able to be accountable for their actions, someone who understands that what you're asking of a man, you also have to be willing to give. Someone who's able to, who understands most importantly, don't lie to me. You know, I mean, we've all been lied to, we've all told a lie, but the thing is though, when I feel like this, when you feel like you lying to me because you feel like it's okay to lie to me, and that's all you're able to do, or someone who they know that they doing BS, but they project onto you what they're doing, or they project onto you how they feel about themselves. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna cut the check. I'm gonna change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, I was having this conversation. My fault. I had the mic off. I'm sorry. This is my different take on it. When I was a young buck, my experience was different than a lot of niggas' experiences were with women. You know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, especially like in my after I got out of my mama house, and you know, I had this thing for older women, bro. And I'm talking about, I rode that shit until I was about 30. I rode that shit strong. You understand? There go my other big dog. There go the big dog. Big liking. All right, we all in this bitch now. Now, when I was a short, you know, my experience was different than the average brothers that was my age, because I was dating women that were working, had shit together. You know what I mean? I was telling somebody this earlier, like when I was 20, in my early 20s, I end up living with a chick off the lake, and all of my guys weren't doing shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they were still, you know, either at their mama crib, you know, if they were with a woman, it was like they were with a woman that was the same age as them. You know what I mean? And they were like struggling together. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit was different because the struggle wasn't as hard, because this woman was already on her shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to, certain arguments and fights and shit that I saw people that were my age go through, I didn't go through. Now, this is the difference. I found out that the expectations of dealing with the older woman were different than dealing with a younger woman.
Mm-hmm.
That older woman want a nigga that's gonna go to work. She don't want a nigga out on the street, hustling and bustling. Even if you're hustling, it's a way that that you're supposed to do it, And when I was young, like all these tattoos and shit, this was real shit. You know what I mean? Like so, like it was a different lifestyle for me. But when I got older, oh shit, I had changed so much that what I like completely changed. Now I still liked an attractive woman. I liked a sexy woman. But at this age now, I gotta have a woman that's sexy, attractive, and can speak. Not a, you feel what I'm saying? She's not a retard. She's not somebody I'm gonna be losing my mind over, because they can't handle basic, regular thought processes or relationship shit like that. So,
Right.
I'm in a different, like when I was young, I gave none of that shit. If they was fine and they was fucking, that's all that mattered to me. You know what I mean? Fine fucking and they had a job.
Mm-hmm.
That was all that fucking mattered to me. Now I'm older. Yeah, having a job is on there. Fine is still there. I still want to fuck. But how is your mentality? Can I sit in a room with you for 10 minutes and not get frustrated at you because you just talking and it just don't, it just sounds like you know what I mean? Like am I in something with somebody where I'm getting something back and I'm feeling a good thing about what I'm in, or am I just in it? Come on, talk to me like it.
Right.
Come on, Big J, roll.
Wow. Real quick. Make sure the motherfucker ain't stealing.
So to answer the question, what was the difference when you were younger and what you were attracted to and where you are now? What differences in what you were attracted to and what you liked, what you put up with and what you won't put up, the differences?
Well, now I like you, I actually enjoy women with conversation now. I actually like a woman that well, one part is from now, even when I was younger, I have to be able to be silly with you. I cannot date a woman without a sense of humor. I feel like if I can't laugh with you, I don't need to be with you.
Right.
The sense of humor for me, I have like a morbid like sense of humor.
Yes, you
It
do.
got worse as I got older because I'm like Big Note. Like I'm at the age where I don't really give a fuck. Like either you gonna accept it or you're not. When I was younger, I used to try and diet down for I kind of call it like being phony in my experience because my brothers and my best friend knew how I was, but I would change depending on who I was around. When I was younger, I actually went through a form of verbal abuse. It was like around the time like when kind of like a girl be like, "Ain't nobody else gonna want you, only me. I'm the only one that's gonna put up with you."
Putting you down.
Yeah. A lot of people don't. A lot of guys and stuff don't want to talk about that, but I was actually mentally and like I used to get physically abused too when I was younger. So that's something that I like once I turned like around 20, then that got to the mindset of you ain't gonna be putting your hands on me because I was still as black men, we're scared. Where I'm saying I was scared to put that out there as far as somebody like just abusing me in general because of the society views of how a man should be or how a man or a guy should be. So it took me to realize like you're not gonna be. It had to do with me knowing my worth as I got older to know that I'm not gonna take that. like as I got older, one girl was like, "You'll never get nobody older than me. I mean, other than me." I started laughing in her face, and then
Wow.
it was a girl next to her, and I was like, hey, if I asked you to go out, would you?" She said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, watch your mouth now." So I'm less tolerant of people being disrespectful to me now as I was when I was young.
Okay. Let me ask this question. Big note. What did
Yeah.
you learn most about yourself in your travels? And knowing, and when I say this big, if y'all don't know, this big note has had some travel. This nigga seen and done some things in his day. But what did you learn yourself over time?
Well, I'll tell you what I learned about myself gradually is that
I agree with that.
I got more confidence in myself than I thought I did. Like in high school type shit, man, I really wasn't, to be honest, I was a 3-sport athlete, so I wasn't really thinking about females like that. You know what I'm saying? I was balling, doing what I do, woo, 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 woo. But as I got older, the more I started getting older, the more I started to realize that I wanted some companionship. All my kids, my daughters and my son are results of relationships that were over 5 years old. And then I had got to that point where I thought I needed to have somebody to make. I needed to be with somebody in order to be somebody. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have a woman on your side, motherfuckers look at you like, damn, nigga, you can't get no hoes. Like, damn, what you kind of like
Mm-hmm.
what was that? The Wood. You remember on the Wood when them niggas were talking about, man, look, I got all these numbers and I got all these.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't have no numbers, you went to a party or something back in the day, and you didn't have no you didn't come out with no numbers, nigga. You was lame, pretty much.
Right. Right.
And so I started, as I started learning that, you know what I'm saying, as I started learning me more and the things I like, the things that I started learning about myself, a lot of things started to change. Even now, things are still changing. Like now, I can't believe niggas still get excited over twerk videos. When
Oh yeah.
back about 3 or 4 years ago, a twerk video was all I get on Facebook looking for. You know what I mean? Girl, what you gonna do? Show something. If you wasn't showing that, I push you on to the side. You know what I'm saying? You ain't talking. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing new. I want to see the like she might want to go. Now, especially with social media and seeing that one that might want to go 5 years ago still want to go today, who wants that, man? You know what I'm saying? If I'm paying it because I pay attention. So if I'm paying attention to you and I'm knowing that you're not changing with me, and I know that I'm changing because I'm gradually changing every day. You know, it's got to come a point. It had to come a point where the shit that I was doing and all the stuff where I was going, you know, I mean, yeah, I done did some shit,
Mm-hmm.
especially been in the motorcycle club. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
it's
I know
beyond,
what
it's
you
past me now because I say what, bro?
I said, oh, I know what you're saying. Oh, I definitely
Yeah,
know
so
what you're saying.
like man, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like all that was fun and funny. Like I used to think that I wanted a threesome and I wanted this. And the more I learned about myself and how it was irritating me, I don't want that from two women now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want.
Didn't we talk about that last week on one of the shows? Like
Yeah, so
we
that's
talked
that's
about like going from that pimp stage to like I can't deal with all this shit. This
Right.
goddamn, you gonna drive
Getting
me
older,
fucking
so
crazy.
you want different shit.
All right, come on, talk to me. Come on, big man. Eric, come on.
But like for me, I think like really now, I think when I look back, something I had to learn about myself is that I stayed in a lot of different situations that really brought the worst out of me. And because of not really being aware of myself and my emotions and how I felt about things. And sometimes you have this mentality of, if I keep taking this shit, eventually it'll change. And you take it because you think, well, the person will have respect for you because you keep taking it, you know, where in actuality, no, you start seeing that it's bringing the worst out of you. And and if you're not aware of that, you'll become emotionally exhausted and you'll make unnecessary mistakes or reactions towards people because of their shit. Whereas, and like now in my life, it's like, if all you can do is take, if all you can do is just bring nothing but constant drama and irritation to my life, investing in you is not going to be good for me. And if how you acting is messing with my sleep, my emotional and mental state, I can't deal with you. And I can love you dearly, but if you got issues, no matter how much I love you, I can't fix it. And that's something that I had to learn. Because sometimes you think because you love people that you can, you know, if I love them enough, if I listen enough, if I whatever, then I can help them. No, sometimes the best love you give people is the love from a distance. And I do mean a deep distance.
What you think about that, Jerome? Loving somebody from a distance.
Yeah.
I just call it leaving the motherfucker alone.
No, like sometimes in certain scenarios, you can be somebody, you can be in a relationship. You don't need to be in a relationship with somebody. Like, I think like sometimes we get to the point where we can just be friends. I actually think that's what it means. Like, we're better off as friends than in a relationship. Or like sometimes like you might get that energy like, okay, me and you need to have like one of those high and by relationships. Like, hey, how you doing? Okay, nice to see you. You know,
Yeah.
one of those pass by friendships is what I call them. Or maybe doing it down to just an associate. Like all the friends, everybody in your life don't need to be your friend.
Facts.
Right.
Like some people say, some people are here for a whole season. Some
Right.
people are here for a whole year. Some people are just here for a season. Some people are just here for until you finish this book, and some people only deserve a chapter.
Right.
Some niggas don't even need to walk in the goddamn store.
Yeah, that too.
They ain't even fucking like
That's true.
Like some
That's true.
like, and you think about the conception of what we're talking about. Some people are fucking beautiful, bro, but can be so fucked up and ugly on the inside. Their mentality can be so fucking like that's something that I learned, man. I think me personally, I think that I choose nice looking women. But I have picked some ugly motherfuckers on the inside, and once I recognized how ugly they was, like nothing fucking mattered no more. Like, I know this is a conversation that if y'all women hearing this shit, but there are times where a woman can do something and it completely turns a nigga off, and all that fine shit and all that good fucking that we was doing once before, I ain't feeling that shit no more. You don't even look the same to me.
But if you listen to most women, it's almost like we're not supposed to think that way.
Fuck that.
See, it's only no. I understand that. But if you listen to a lot of women, not all women, but it's like you'll always hear them talking about how it's us that talk ourselves out of pussy, or we talk ourselves out of situations and whatever. You'll hear them saying, "Oh, girl, he looks so good." But once I really started talking to him, that turned me off. And it seems like with us, it's always been thought of that we're just visual, you know, we're this, that, and other, and they're the only ones that can be turned off mentally and stuff like that. And it's like they're kind of surprised when you're like, yeah, baby, you know, yeah, I still think that you're beautiful, but who you are as a person, I can't be bothered with. Like you see a girl going to the gym and she working out and all that other stuff, and you like, okay, that's fine that you taking care of your body, but what you do? I mean, what are you doing on the inside of you as a person? What are you trying to improve mentally, emotionally, all that stuff? You know, have you healed from past situations? You know, because I could always feel like this: if you ain't healed from different stuff, then you can be fine as hell. You can be nothing but toxic for me and anybody else that you deal with.
See,
A fine ass fucking headache.
see,
Thank
listen,
you. Exactly.
like I think about old fucking phrases that we used to hear when we were shorties. Remember this? Everything that glitter ain't gold.
Right.
Boy, the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
Yeah, come on, let's think of some of this old shit.
Right.
You know,
Right.
what's good to you might not be good for you.
Beauty's on the skin deep.
Like that's one that
Yeah.
got me. What,
Truly,
go ahead.
I truly can stand the saying now. What I think somebody just said, "The beauty is only skin deep."
Beauty's on the
That's
skin
one
deep.
of the realest shits I've ever really. After really starting to learn, like we all been saying, we've all encountered women that when we met them, they were just like, "Damn, okay, woo, 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 yeah, let's see what's happening." We get to talk, we get to introduce, knowing each other, and then not even that, just being around you and watching your movements and how you interact with others. You get to look at it and be like, you ain't as fine as I thought you was. Your attitude, your spirit is ugly. Your energy is ugly, and I don't. Yeah,
say that again. Say that. No, say that last part. Say that last part one more time. Your what? Your what?
Energy is ugly, negative. It's just ugh. You know, and I can't do that.
Right.
Because you know me, bro. You know me. I'm a happy-go-lucky type of dude. Y'all see me when I do some shit in the group. I'm posting, making sure everybody laughing, having a good time. That's me. If you can't, like Jerome said, if you can't get with my sense of humor or something about that bothers you, off top of it, you don't want to laugh with me, we're not going to enjoy each other's company anyway.
Right.
I'm guaranteed to say something. I'm guaranteed to say something that might like piss you the fuck off. It's just me. And it don't be that I intend for it to be that way. It's just I had like Jerome said, I got a crazy sense of humor. Like certain shit people don't see funny, I find humor in. You know what I'm saying? Like people will post these videos with some of the mentally ill people doing TikTok videos and stuff. Hey man, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Some of that shit be hilarious. And I'm gonna laugh. You shouldn't have it them, they special needs, man. Look, they on there entertaining us. That's what this was for. Share it. Get their laughs up. What do y'all always, why does everything have to be so fucking negative?
Serious. Yeah.
Yeah. And most of the time you'll find that women are more serious than men. And that's probably why they mature quicker than we do, or they say they do. Because they take life more serious than we do at an earlier age. Because they have more shit to look out for. I don't want to end up with, we don't get you pregnant. But at the end of the day, like we all know, get pregnant, if we ain't together, that responsibility is really gonna be on them. So we do as a youngster, what the fuck we do, and that's what I did. Luckily, I didn't have my child till I was 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? I knew a little bit more, but I didn't know enough. So I just try to teach my daughters, learn yourself, and learn yourself before you even try to attempt to love anybody else. Because it's not going to work. You'll be searching for shit.
You just said something. You just said something that's really important. You said that you talk to your daughters. I know different ladies who their relationship with their daddies is crazy. And you really do see it because they didn't get that investment from their daddy. It just affects their whole or the kind of relationship that they have with their dads. It affects how they are with men. Period.
It affects the men. It affects the type of men they choose
Yes.
in their life.
Yes.
Because I've noticed that my daughters choose a lot of men that act and do similar things that I do or I did. I gotta tell them that ain't what you want. But at the same time, I also have to let them learn.
Hey, well,
Right.
listen. This is the thing. Here's another old phrase: "Apple don't fall far from the tree."
Exactly. I say that to women all the time.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree. You put that shit out there, that's what you're gonna get back at you.
If you want to know how somebody is, go home with them. Go home with them.
It's more
how somebody is. Go home with them.
Eric, you just said something that you just said. My granny used to say all the time. Never nerve somebody until you live with them.
Yeah.
You never know who a person is until y'all.
You know,
or you get to see all of them.
Meet their family.
Yeah.
Meet their family too. That's what
That's
I'm saying. Meet their family. If they tell you, yeah, you have to. Like I told a friend of mine recently, I said, look, you tell me how your mom is, you tell me how your aunt is. If at the end of the day you see, you would think that, okay, you telling me how you see these two people are in your life, but you don't see it in some ways, you act in the same damn way.
Yeah.
And if you want the stuff, and if you want the stuff that you saying you want in your life, you got to be able to say, I don't want to be that way. There's something different that I want. You know, and in order for me to get to where, if I'm saying I want to be married, if I say I want to have a successful relationship or things to where I see that they didn't have, then there's a certain way that I have to be. I got to still be accountable for my actions. And ain't no dick, ain't no pussy, ain't no amount of love gonna be able to get somebody to do that unless they want to do that for themselves. Period. That's how that is.
Hey, Rome, I'm really waiting on somebody to steal something because you look like you're ready to pounce on the motherfucker.
Right. Like, dude, like you can't wait.
He looking like, yeah, pick it up, put it in your
pocket.
Right,
like he can't wait. I'm like, damn, bro.
But what's really funny is that what's funny is like we can't really do anything unless they're attacking one of us or the people behind or the employees. So anything that like happens that's like gets heated, I actually have to go to the manager and see what they want me to do. Wow. The shit is hilarious.
I bet it is.
Can I beat the ass now? Can I beat the ass now?
My daughter, to go with the subject, my daughter had asked me, I think it was a question she asked. She was like, would you, the person you are now, no, she was like, would you let your daughter date someone that was like you when you were younger?
Oh, hell no.
I was like, no, as far as me, I would say yeah, because even when I was younger, I was still faithful. Like I never disrespected anybody. And I always like, if I told you I was gonna do something, then I did it. The only reason I said I was like maybe, I said yes and no, because I was still learning how to be in a relationship.
Okay.
I was in a relationship without knowing the principles of a relationship.
Boy.
So I was like, it was like a little iffy, because I was like, I knew what you wanted me to do, but as far as communication and stuff go, I was still lacking on it. So I guess I was like, you deal with me if you deal with me. That's my whole thing. That's like my youngest. I always
Eric said something. Eric said something. I want to see if you both feel the same way, because I know I do. Right now, at this age, right now, the way you interact with your family is big for me, because I'm very family oriented. My mom and them, my sisters, we go on trips, we do all type of shit together. So if I see you and you always talking about your family ain't shit and you can't woo woo and don't nobody, that's a red flag to me.
Hey, check this out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I'm about
actually
to
with
hit.
my family. I'm always. What's funny is my family is like two sides of a coin. Like my mother's side is like very family oriented. Like we talk, text, anything. But my dad's side, like me and my dad is cool as shit. Like I talk to my dad about everything. If I needed a problem, my dad is the one going to. My dad been in my life for all my life, and I thank him for that. My sisters and stuff, I don't talk to them, and it ain't. I get it's to that point where I be like, why we don't? They be like, why we don't talk? You don't call me. I was like, I started this. I started calling you. I started telling, hey, let's hang out, do different stuff. And this is like with my whole dad's side. And all of a sudden now they be like, where you been? What you mean where I been? I've been calling you. I want to hang out. I want to get to know y'all better. But then it seemed like y'all want to do the same thing, but y'all actions not showing it. I was like, I got receipts. You can see text messages, calls. I'm trying to reach out to y'all. Then y'all get mad when I stop. And I was like, that's some bullshit.
Well,
It'd be,
I'm about to play some bullshit, y'all. Y'all know
All
me
right.
in my clips. Y'all know me in my clips. And you know I like to start some shit. I want to make sure my man come back in here because I just heard him come back into it. But this clip I'm about to play is very interesting. Now, y'all know my brother Kevin Samuels, he gets a lot of fucking flack. Okay. But I want y'all to listen to this piece
Okay.
and tell me what y'all think after this, and then we're gonna talk about it. Let's go.
Well, there's an interview you did in March with a woman who called in, and the thing that people focused on was, I guess you told her that if she wants a certain type of man, she has to accept cheating because she's built like Emmett Smith.
Yeah, I think that's really shortening up everything I say. I mean,
It's definitely shortening it up.
I mean,
Absolutely.
so, I mean, the conversation you're talking about doesn't say you have to accept cheating. What I said is high value men have options. They don't cheat, they exercise options. Kind of like what Bill Gates showed us. You know, I don't think many people can say they're richer than Bill Gates, and Melinda accepted it just fine. So it's funny, when I said it, it was just like all a rage. But then when Bill Gates and Melinda said, hey, he's been kicking it with his ex-girlfriend, and I signed off on it. Bill Gates said exactly the same thing I've been saying about high value men. They came out and made a press statement. And where's the story at now? Nowhere. Because that's what happens with men of means, and it's possible. And the thing is, if you listen to my show, there are plenty of women who will call in and say, I have a high value husband and I don't worry about these kind of things. Or if my man made a certain amount of money, I turn my head the other way. This isn't new information. This has always happened with men of means and power and possibilities. Now, the woman who was built like Emmett Smith, I said you weigh more than a running back. And that's a fact. She does. But why is that wrong?
Right. I guess that during the conversation, she told you that she was 5'8" and a size 16.
And 220 pounds.
220 pounds, right?
Which is more than Emmett Smith and Barry Sanders.
Emmett Smith and Barry Sanders,
Which
running
is
back size.
Which was actually, she was bigger than both of those guys.
Right.
I mean, is that a statement of fact, though? Yeah, Barry Sanders was 200. One was 200 and one was 218 pounds. And see, that's what I'm saying, that women can say, I don't want no scrubs. You know, people could say, if he can't buy you a Birkin bag, kick him to the curb. But if I just happen to say that you weigh more than men at your height, that's offensive. When did we become that world?
Well, it's offensive for men who like a certain type of woman. Some men are into BBWs. There is a whole market for that.
Really?
Right?
Show me where the high value men, after their high value, go after BBWs as the norm.
I mean, that's a good point.
That's
a
the
good
point. See, I'm not going to argue that part. We're so used to doing this PC kabuki dance. that is confusing women. That's why do women call into my show? Because they've been told by so many charlatans, so many people telling them you can have it all, but then they go out into their world, they're in life, and they're like, I'm not getting the outcomes or results. That's why I have more women calling in saying, thank you. I had a woman last night breaking into tears saying, you saved my marriage. But that doesn't get reported. The stuff that women actually say on a daily basis about you've helped me change the way I look at my husband, my marriage, my kids. I've gotten back with my ex-husband. I've gotten back with my baby daddy. That doesn't get reported. It's just the, hey, you said she looked like she was built was bigger than a running back. That's what gets reported.
Okay. I want to start with my man E.
You know what?
What do you feel about what he said, especially concerning a man of means not rocking with a big one?
I think that's bullshit.
I do too.
Let me tell you why. A man's means has nothing to necessarily do with his taste in a woman. What he's attracted to is still he's going to be attracted to. It may change as far as like the attitude of the woman, the status of that woman, but if he's still attracted to a BBW woman, that doesn't change. He likes what he likes. Okay. Another thing, yes, there have been women, and I have heard women say this throughout the course of my life, saying, I don't give a damn what he do as long as he as long as he keeps my bills paid. As long as he pays my bills, I don't give a damn what he does. Okay, and that came from an attitude of, it was like, okay, that's a man, that's just what men do. Okay. Do I always necessarily agree with that? No, but I understood where her perspective was. Another thing with him, he's talking about people talking about charlatans and people saying that, you can have what you want, but people not actually getting those results. Okay, well, I tell you what. I was a 4X in shorts recently. I've been going to the gym, working out, things like that. I got a pair of shorts that I ordered that I didn't know if I'd be able to fit them. They're a 3X. I put them on, and surprisingly, they fit, and they fit nicely. That came from the work that I put in to get to that point. So when he starts talking that bullshit, some of it I go with, okay? Like the part about, women can say, it's like women can have standards, but we can't. Like we've had somebody, who'll be in the second show after this, who last week was talking about her standards. And I agree that she should have those standards. My only problem is that when you hear anybody, man or woman, talking shit about their damn standards, and they ain't living up to the shit they talking about.
That's a good point. Come on, talk to me. Come on, Big Note. Let me get Big Note in here.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna take it here with y'all, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. That shit he's talking I can't really answer because I ain't never been with means like that. So that's first and foremost. So I don't know what they do up on that level. There's levels to this shit, first of all. But second of all, what I would say is this, man. We have been, as a people, not just man or woman, as human beings, period, we have been so conditioned from the time we were children to certain things. We didn't learn these things on our own. We sucked this shit up as kids, and I'm gonna tell you what, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. The first thing I thought about that came to my mind when he said did she wait a running back? The first thing that came to my mind was why she got offended, because we have been conditioned since young to ask women two questions. You don't ask them their age, you ask them their weight.
Exactly.
So when they heard him ask that question, it was a trigger. He'd been conditioned. But I agree with him. Yeah, but I agree with him. Why can't he ask that? Why did that question have to be offensive when a woman can look at me and say, "Oh, you a big teddy bear"? but I'm not supposed to be offended by being called a big head.
Exactly.
You
That's
feel what I'm
very
saying?
She can bring up the issue of
So
weight, but if you said that, hey, you know what?
yeah,
Just like you told me that like I had a girl tell me once, well, Eric, I've never dated a guy who was, a bigger guy. So just in a joking matter, I was like, well, I ain't never made nobody that was a broom. She thought I was talking about her. I was just saying, yeah, I ain't never been nobody smaller than me. But she got offended by that. And I was trying to let her know, no, I was not trying to offend you, but
I'm
I'm
responding to
just
the
trying to
shit
make
you
a
said anyway.
comparison.
No, that was a
Right. You
reply
bought
to
this
what
and
you said to me.
right. So it was like, therefore, I was trying to do something to her, and I'm like, no, darling, no, that's not what it was. But that's where the quote unquote, to me, there's like a double standard, and I don't think that that's cool. I don't think that's fair. And frankly, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Because you're not better than me. I'm not better than you. Last I checked, God made us both. It can't just be where you the prize, I'm the prize when you feel like it, and all this other shit. No, it shouldn't be like that. We should
I
be a
did it
prize to
before on
each
the
other.
show. On the show on the show coming up next. I say it all the time. If you said, Eric, if you take their out of shit and quit saying that because it's a man you should be doing this and a woman you should, and just look at people are human beings. Everybody have flaws and characteristics.
Exactly.
Whatever I say that a woman can do, almost anything I can say it can go just as well for a man. You know what I'm saying? But we get so caught up in that gender. That it's male, female, not understanding that emotions don't have a gender.
Wow,
They
that's
don't.
good. That's good. That's a great point, G. Emotions don't have a gender. You hit the point.
They don't.
That's the point of the day.
Disrespect has no gender. None of that shit has a
No, it
gender.
does not.
Yeah, disrespect is disrespect. Respect. Point blank simple.
Yes.
Talk to me like, and what you feel about that?
So,
and I will say, I feel. Let me say this. Throw this disclaimer out there. I do feel like I'm the littlest nigga on the show now. Y'all got me feeling real small right now. Like, all y'all big motherfuckers are talking about this big motherfuckers. Well, I'm a little nigga. I got women that look at me and underestimate the power.
You pick this nigga. You pick this.
You all right, bro?
Come on, Sir. Let's
go. So as far as that goes, that's like when he's like, you weigh more than a running back. So if anybody ever looks, both of those running backs were six something. So the height gives into weight too. But most of the time, if the girl is that height and that weight, it's like it can be proportionate or like, well, most of the time it's proportionate. Sometimes you might have a fupa or anything like that. So I'll go with the body type. And like Eric said, my type won't go past what I'm attracted to. And especially if I have money and not to say it like this, if I have money and I'm not attracted to how my partner looks, get her a personal trainer or get her surgery. It's like that,
but see, that's a whole other conversation. Listen, that's a whole other conversation because to ask somebody to go through a surgery that they may not, guess what? You might be looking at them and saying you're a little chubby, but they may be fucking cool with where they are.
Right.
No, I'm just saying, like they can have a right to deny. Sometimes people, you put the option out there, like you want a personal trainer. Some people want to do the work, some people don't. As far, and that's like with us guys, like this girl. I was walking down the street and somebody was like, this girl was like, I love me a BON. Anybody who don't know what BON is, that'd be like, I love me a big old nigga. I turned around like, But then if I call you a big bitch, then you know you get the tables have turned now, and you get mad. That's kind of like how I didn't know that women got just as offended if you turn them down. I didn't know that. I always thought like if you turn down a woman, she'll just be like, okay, and just going about the business. I've been after a girl, I told a girl no, they didn't call me a fat motherfucker. They said you ugly anyway. Just different shit like that. I'm like, are you serious right now?
I
And
swear, some birds outside my fucking window. These motherfuckers must be fucking. These motherfuckers is tweeting
yo,
like a motherfucker.
yo ass,
Hey, they
yo
been
I'm just
ass
going
saying,
in
outside
the
like,
like
whole
a
show.
Disney.
no,
Yo
first
ass
I was
outside
like,
like a Disney.
no,
He got
first
the
I thought it was
Disney
one of
birds
y'all.
outside.
Now listen, like probably I'm so big on with the sound. I was like, is this shit coming? I'm like, wait a minute, these motherfuckers outside, they masturbating outside my window. Hold on, let me close this damn. Go ahead, finish your conversation.
Yeah. And as far as what Noah was saying uh, about gender roles, I don't like that in a household at all. Like I hate that to the point where my daughter, like I was like one of my daughters, right? She's my oldest. Her light blew in her room. She's like, my light blew. I'm like, okay, go change it. I don't know how to change the light bulb. Fuck you mean you don't know how to change the light bulb? Go your ass on the chair, reach up, unscrew it, and screw one back in. When I say she must have sit there with attitude for a smooth 30 minutes and made her brother do it, I'm like, I wish I'd have knew that. I was like, you get up there and you do it. What is wrong with you? Then I turned around one day. The garbage was full. So I'm over here like, me and her brother was busy doing something. She's like, the garbage full. Take it out. I ain't never took garbage out before. What?
Nasty.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, tie the bag up and put it outside. But what I shouldn't have to touch garbage. Who told you this? I look smooth. I look smooth at her mama like, did you tell her that? She was like, no. I'm like,
Part of
who
that
fucking learned this shit from?
generational curses, bro. That's that shit that's been passed down from time that we have been conditioned and again programmed to that's the way it should be.
Right.
I'm over here like,
And then when
I was like, so, and then I flipped it on her. I was like, so, do I cook? She was like, yeah. I'm like, so, by your standards, your mother should be cooking all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm like, so, do I sweep or do I clean? Yeah. So, by your standards, you two should be doing all that, right? No.
Hey, real,
I'm like, so, what is the difference?
hold on, real quick. I see we had a comment from I think it's no, I can't pronounce your name right here. She said, let's bring this back to Kevin Samuel. His point was if you're trying to get with a high value, and she capitalized high value man, not any man. Those men have certain standards to fit just like women have standards. What's hard to understand about that? I want to hear what y'all
Nothing
got
at
to say
all.
about that. What's y'all reply?
Nothing at all.
There's nothing wrong with that. You want to know why? Key example:
Nothing.
Kanye West right now. Kanye West, what do you do? The ink ain't even dry on the divorce papers. What do you do? Get him basically the same woman, just a lot dumber.
Well, money can do that. Like, okay, let's
But what I'm saying is just that in that point. Then we got what's the next one? No, we gotta get to all of them. She said, "What's Miss Summer, Kimberly?" She said, "I'm sorry if a man is in my house, I ain't touching no garbage. That's me." You know what? I don't mean no harm. God knows I don't mean no harm to this because I believe that if we live in a house together, and I say I'm the man of the house, there should be nothing wrong with me taking that garbage out at all. Okay. But let's just say I was in the hospital. Say if there was a situation where I'm not going to be at the house for a few days. You mean to fucking tell me that you're going to leave that damn garbage in there and you ain't going to pick it up? Last I checked, I live in that motherfucker too. So you mean to tell me that you ain't going to go? Yeah, because keep in mind, it ain't just my house. It's supposed to be our house.
Our house, yes.
And I'm sorry. Yes, I do agree with her that yes, I do believe there are certain things that a man does and what have you. Okay, fine. But the fucking marriage and relationship ain't all fucking about you. That house ain't all about you.
That's just like if I walk past the kitchen, would I be wrong for waiting got your ass off work to wash them? I be wrong in that. That's all I'm saying. The household is our household.
Especially if we marry. If I'm supposed to be the leader, you're supposed to be to help me. So you mean to tell me that on occasion, I didn't say every day, but on occasion, I ain't even got to say. I'm not talking about big garbage. Hell, it could be just a pop can or something something like that. You couldn't take that out.
Hold on. Let me.
Come on now.
I'm hearing y'all.
Crazy ass.
Listen. I'm hearing y'all. But
there she go. We'll deal with you next couple hours.
No. Hold on. Let me get this out. Because I already told. Listen, I already know. Maseko and Kim.
Okay, well, thank you, Kim, for clearing that up. No, ain't nobody crazy in here.
Bro, hold on,
because we had a aggressive. No. Because see, this the second time.
Bro, calm down. This is what I be telling people on the show. We have to have tough skin, like real shit.
I got tough skin, but when somebody says something that I don't agree with, I'm going to address it.
Let me say what I'm saying, bro. Big no. Big no. You've been with us for a long time. You've been with us since the beginning, right? So,
no doubt.
Will you explain to him? Because see, like you going through something that I go through every week, bro. I fight my just punch their ass in the throat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you.
What the fuck is that noise?
That's because he outside. He outside. Yeah, we got no more outside. So this job is crazy. Go ahead, though, Ed.
No, what I'm saying is this. I agree with what she was saying. That the idea of that, yes, if you're in the house, you're supposed to. You are supposed to. I think that's crazy as hell that if we living together, married, anything else like that, or even if I'm just dating you, and I come by your house and I see there's garbage and I don't at least offer, something's wrong.
Well, see, hold on.
I don't think that's cool at all.
Well, see, let me explain something. Let me jump in here. First of all,
I do.
If I go to a motherfucking crib, and especially, I'm gonna factor this in at 45 years old, and I said this last fucking week. If I walk in your fucking crib and your shit ain't together, I'm walking out your shit. I'm not even going to sit there and go say about you, baby. Can we fix your shit up? And can we get you to get? No. Because if that ain't in her at 40-some years old, she might do it for a little bit. She might. You might get your house clean for a couple months, but then you're going to come home one day and that motherfucker be back to what she's to. See.
But are we talking about a trifling broad, or are we just talking about somebody that trash this full that need to be taken out?
Bro.
Because to me, that's different.
Right.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the answer. If I go over my motherfucking house, right? And because guess what? If she's nasty, it's not just going to be the fucking garbage can, brother. If she's a nasty woman, no, but listen what I'm saying. So listen what I'm saying.
But that's not what
talking about trash, bro. We're talking trash, bro. We ain't talking about house.
Listen, I'm giving you my answer, bro. Listen, let me give you my answer. If I walk into no, I don't. No, listen what I'm saying. If I walk into a woman's house if I see like garbage in the crib, like a garbage bag or some shit, no, I'm not gonna alleviate her from and say she's a nasty motherfucker. But if I can look at the other surroundings and be like, oh, okay, like how we talked about the room last week and motherfuckers taking pictures in the dirty room and the house ain't clean. And now when I look at that as a whole, I can determine that you a dirty, nasty motherfucker already. I don't have to go through this conversation of talking about when we get married and what the fuck we are expecting, because God damn it, my expectations are at a different point when I meet you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The conversation of, am I gonna take the garbage out? Blah 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 blah. I get that. Yeah, because if I come in the crib and I see you, you know, like, yeah, I'm gonna take the garbage out. However, if I come through and it just looks like you're not taking the garbage out at all, man, fuck you. You keep your nasty ass crib. You feel what I'm saying? Because you was that way before I met you, and it's not going to change just because I'm there. Just because I have a different outlook on how you should move. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I meet you and like I said, it's a day I come through and you got some garbage in there, but the rest of the house looks, you know, like you keep your house clean, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is a dirty motherfucker. I'm not gonna argue with you about taking the garbage out. You know, I'll fuck it. Like, you know, because I'm at that age now. I'm really at that age where I ain't about to argue with nobody about where I am in life and what I want.
Fellas, if we look at what Kim is saying, she said you off subject, and I agree with the gentleman who said he will offer. I will do that, you know, just to testament. And unfortunately, I truly understand where she's coming from, because it shouldn't have to be that she got to test a man. That should already be something that he should know, that he should be already instilled in him to even want to even ask her. It shouldn't have to be that she got to test him. But unfortunately, how a lot of people are being raised nowadays, women feel like that they have to do that, you know. You know, but like even like what Miss Humphrey said, you know, like I agree with her. If you cook, you know, then there shouldn't be no reason for me to not. I should be able to help you clean up. Say, hey, babe, you know what? Hey, you want me to take this out and whatever? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I think it just goes back to what we all talking about now. Not so much now that we all know what we don't want or do want, we're able to express it in a better manner now than we did before. Because what we want and what we don't want is more clear, and we're able to express it better now, if that makes sense.
See, when we talk about a high value, I'm gonna say person.
Mm-hmm.
A high value man should want a high value woman. Like, I think it should even out.
Right.
You know, because like, I'm gonna be real. There are some people out here with what I would consider to be low values, but there's somebody out there for them because they match the values that the other person lives by. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right.
I smoke. No, we smoke. We kick it. To get with a woman that tells us, I don't like smoking, that's already a red flag from the beginning. You already that you don't like what I do naturally. And, you know, like, now it's summertime now. If you're at my crib, I'll go outside and smoke. But when winter hit and it's 2 degrees outside, I'm going to want to smoke while I pay rent.
I'm going to do that regardless.
You feel what I'm saying, though? But you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a time and place for everything. But
right,
you decide to fuck with, you should match. Now, not saying that now this is the crazy part. Now, not to say that you cannot have aspirations to do better to be better and want better than where you are. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But you gotta want, and you gotta put the effort behind doing better so that you can be with somebody better. Like, I'm at a point now, when I was a young dude, if you was fine, you could, man, I'm telling you, you could have been living up, and I got the pussy. I'm not in that same position now. because how you live it is major to me. Because if I'm fucking with you, I'm going to have to deal with your surroundings if I'm around your surroundings.
Exactly.
If not, you got to come to me all the goddamn time. And then guess what? If you come to me nasty at your crib, I'm gonna get irritated about you leaving little shit around my crib because that's what you naturally do. You desire fuck. I can want to have this in you, but you guess what? If we don't, and that's a good question. What's the definition of a high value person? Well, what they were saying was people that have money. The clip that we watched, they were talking about people of means, and it started. If you are a person of means, could you date someone that is heavy set or thick or whatever you want to call it? Then the conversation started to take a twist. So some of y'all that's saying that we got off topic, I agree with y'all. We did. But at the end of the day, I think we're going down a real relevant lane. Because if you don't know yourself and what you really want, man, today is the day of old phrases. If you don't know what you want to do, you'll put up with anything. Like, think about what I'm saying. Like, people that don't have a clue will put up with anything. But if you got a clue about what you want to do with your life and where you are in your life, then certain things start to matter to you. How you live your life and how the person that you're being in a relationship with, that has to. I understand the yin and yang be different, but certain things got to match out.
Right.
We got to have certain directions that it's just clear. This is the direction that we're going. I can't come home cleaning every day and you fucking up the crib every day. And vice versa. Come on, Note. I see Note got one of them nigga faces. Come on, talk to me, dude.
Oh man, I'm just gonna go, but I'm just back on the thing about we were talking about the garbage thing. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this. This is just how I am. I was raised as a boy, that's how I got my allowance. So I just made sure the trash was out.
Right.
I'm totally different than what y'all are. I'm not asking permission. If I come over your house and I'm not saying you nasty or you this, that, and the other, but you ain't boo, you didn't cook or you didn't did whatever, and your trash can is full, I'm not gonna even ask you nothing. I'm just gonna go pack up the trash, boom, take the motherfucker out, come back in. Might even put the garbage can back in and sit my ass down. It's not the trash for me. That's just not a big deal for me. I do that for any female. Right. I would do that for you, Rush. If I'm getting ready to walk out the door and I see your garbage can is full, I'm gonna pick your shit up and I'll be like, all right, bro, I'll let you. I'm gonna drop this off in the trash for you on my way out. That's just me. Right. I'm not gonna let that part of it. Now I do understand. That's why I was saying I totally understand what you are saying about if you just that's totally different to me, because if you nasty, hell no. I might take your trash out. That might be the last motherfucking time you see me, goddamn. You feel what I'm saying? Might be but at the end of the day, I understand all that. Right. I had this conversation when it first came to me about high value, whatever. I don't know what it is to be a high value man, so I really can't speak on that. But as for me, I look at certain things a whole lot different now, just a whole lot different. Material things and stature and all that just don't mean shit to me no more. Right. That type of shit don't mean shit to me no more.
Okay, we about to get ready to close this up. We already went like 10 minutes past the show, and we got to get ready for the next show. So if y'all watching us right now, please tune back in at 7 o'clock in like 50 minutes, because that's when the other show kicks off. Real Talk, What's Love Got to Do with It. And I think that we're going to piggyback off of this at the very beginning of the show, and then we'll go to other topic. So, Mr. Eric, if you would like to come into the conversation, I invite you and Mr. Jerome at 7 o'clock to come into the conversation to talk to the people that you're talking to. Because Kim is on another show, Maseko's on another show, so y'all can have this conversation one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's a conversation that needs. Look at this nigga notice in the background with the devilish. Y'all see that look on his face, bro?
I see you.
This camera in froze, but it looks good. That is that nigga.
I see him.
That man froze like he was on baby back bullshit from the beginning.
But see, that was a perfect freeze for that nigga, because that's that nigga right there. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, he will fuck around and pull some bullshit. But I think it's 7 o'clock. I would love for y'all to call in. So this is what I want to do. I want to go through and have a last thought from everybody on the show. And we're going to start with the nigga that's frozen. Okay, he just jumped off. I'm going to start with, I'm going to go Jerome. Then I'm going to go Eric. And if if No comes back in, I'm going to bring him in, and then we're going to close it out. And then we'll see y'all back at 7. Let's go.
Okay, so as far as like any like as far as gender roles, I feel like certain stuff, certain things should fall, but certain things should just not be forced. That's kind of like what I just did with my daughter. It wasn't the fact that, like, y'all actually, when I said it, I was like, me and her brother were busy. Like, we were actually doing something. Like, I think around the time we were trying to put in a air conditioner, and we had to move furniture. So the only thing I did was ask her to take out the garbage. And for her to act like that was, I guess, nasty or above her kind of made me mad, because for the simple fact was, I'm like, what if you live alone?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it ain't like Eric said, it ain't like I tell you to do it all the time. I tell you once every blue moon. And what's funny is if your little sister, because her little sister offers to take out the trash if we're busy, but for you to be older than her and not do it, I have a serious problem with that. So the like chivalry is
Dead.
not dead.
It's dead.
Chivalry isn't dead, but
So
it
life
is
support.
on a hiatus. No, it's not dead. It's just on a hiatus right now because of like, I guess women want to take more of a dominant role, and I do understand that some of y'all do that to save self, but also don't pick and choose when you want to do
it. Bro, you said some shit there, bro.
Like, I love y'all. I love all women. I love all my women, but the sometimes y'all want to pick and choose when y'all want stuff to benefit you. Not all y'all. Some of y'all. Some of the ones I've dealt with. I'm not gonna put all y'all under one category. So next time, y'all, just be more aware, I would say, of some of the stuff y'all ask for and some of the stuff y'all do. That's all I gotta say about that.
Come on, Big E.
Well, first of all, I'd like to apologize to Kim and all the ladies in there if I came off like I was attacking anyone or anything like that. No, I think that when I saw that, some of that, some things you'll see something and it'll trigger like an old memory to you, and it kind of just takes you back to where you were. But ladies, I feel that ladies have a right to what they want, and I think that we as men have a right to what we want. But I think that we done forgot that there is a partnership. Okay. And I'm talking about 50-50, because when you come into a relationship, you're both supposed to be whole people. And I think that being a high value man or high value person is not always what you got, but who you are and how you treat people. Yes, I would say that, ladies, yeah, I know that you have to be strong. And I know that's because a lot of guys out here have let you down. Got that. But as the old saying says, you can't let your past keep affecting your present or your future. And I know that's not what any of the ladies are saying. I think that we should both be able to be a team. And being a team does not mean that you're supposed to do my job, supposed to do your job. We're supposed to help each other, because if we love each other, then we're supposed to have a goal together. That's all I'm saying.
Well, check this out. I don't usually give away like the next show, but I'm just gonna play. I'm trying to figure out which clip I want to play. But I think I'm gonna give y'all this right now to let y'all know what's coming up. Because this clip This clip is crazy. We're gonna run this and we're gonna talk about it. And it's 7 o'clock, just in 45 minutes. So we're gonna end this stream. We're gonna open back up. But I want y'all to watch this here. I'm gonna run this clip again on the next show. So Miss Kim, Miss Masako, when y'all was asking me what's the night about, baby, I'm not slipping.
Hey Rush, when you get a chance, send me the link to the other show.
Okay. Now you can just click on, man. If you want to jump into the show, you click the same shit.
Okay.
All you gotta do is click it and come on in. So difference between our new software, it's the same shit every week. But check this out.
Okay.
I know. Look at yourself. Y'all want her? Huh? You want her? Fucking ass eater. Look at the ass eater. Look at the fucking ass eater. Look at the fucking ass eater. You a you look, motherfucker. It just takes some caustics. They in this motherfucker drinking. You an ass eater. What Nicki Minaj say? So ass eater. Look at you, the best ass eater. The best ass eater. The best ass eater. You think I'm a leader? You think I'm a lead the best ass eater? Now I'm lame as fuck because I told everybody you ate my ass. Now what? The cat out the bag. The cat out the bag. Now. Look. I don't pay my half of the rent and I still get my ass ate. What's up? Who claim only got his half of the rent? Who only got his ass? Who? What's up? Now what? So the nigga that was at my crib, nigga, you ate my ass too. No homo. What's up, nigga? Hey, whatever. I ain't embarrassed. I ain't embarrassed about shit. If you ain't never got your ass ate, nigga, you can't fucking judge me. You can't never go to fucking judge me, nigga. Whoa, you zesty and her breath stink. But I don't give a fuck. I'm zesty because I let my girlfriend eat my ass. How about you funny as hell, gang? Man, we can't forget about that fake crying shit. Well, exactly, yeah, I was fake crying. Cause y'all thought I was really hurt about a motherfucker that ate my ass? Cheating on me? Shit, fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's going down in a minute. And this episode, well, not the episode, but this segment of the episode. Take a look at this, bro. Look at the screen, bro.
Crazy.
You hurt my ass.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. Just about 40. Hey, if y'all out there, please tune back in. I already know that the girls is gonna eat this shit up. I already know. I'll see y'all next week at the time of 5 p.m. Central Time. Look at this nigga getting up. Have to arrest somebody at the weed spot. Look, I'll see y'all next week. Big Note coming back in. We'll see y'all next week at 5 p.m. For another edition of God damn it, My Brother's Keeper. And then something just popped up on my screen. What the fuck is this? So I appreciate y'all. Yeah. So Big Note. I'm trying to bring Big Note back in. Wait a minute. Big Note.
Yo.
Did you see that clip, bro? Did you see that clip? Don't talk about it. I just want to know that you see that clip.
Nah, I ain't see it at all, man. I caught the very ass end. I was trying to watch it.
You have got to see it.
I'm gonna go back on that. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it on the what's the name.
Listen. I'm gonna bring the title up on this. And this is all we put up here.
Just the nigga that already like, oh Lord have mercy.
Listen. That's the name of the. She hurt my ass. She hurt my ass. She hurt my ass. But we'll figure it out in just 40 minutes. Hey, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll talk to y'all in just a minute. We're gonna be lit. Yeah, we'll be able to be lit in just a minute. We out of here, man. Peace. Just don't know what the fuck. Send us a message. Okay, there we go. Get this shit. neck, motherfucker.